NASA guy David Markarian here. I'm a true former NASA researcher. I was also won an NIH grant, principal investigator, teach at a med school as a clinical instructor. I also invented the Dynarom system. Don't let the PI attorney tell you to settle your case. If you didn't break a bone, just settle it for less. If you're really in pain, go get a Dynarom test because it can prove the pain you're experiencing is real. You'll see me on Law and Order, You the Jury. I was the expert witness that won that case. Anyways, Jared, I go to sleep at night worried about Jared because he has been truly in pain over something that I have been in pain over as well for many, many years, and that is RV backup cameras. The way they're set up, the way they're designed, I don't like why are they being paid for this stuff? It's ludicrous. You look at some of the designs and the cameras either are low res and they are looking who knows where, or the ergonomics are so bad that you go to hit the buttons on the thing. And, I had one where they were looking all over the place. I had side cameras. What were they showing me? I have no clue. So what I did was come up with something that solves Jared's problem. And the key is to have a fear of commitment. It's very important to have a major fear of commitment because when you have a major fear of commitment, you don't want things to be permanent. So like if you look at the security cameras, I have them all over my house. I used large magnets, and people don't realize there's metal in the walls. I use the metal to hold the security cameras on in certain places. Other places I use through glass magnets to hold them on. A little crazy that way. But as you can see, what I did was take a wireless camera, and a fantastic one, and it's mounted, because I'm afraid of commitment, it's mounted via magnets. You've been talking about magnets a lot lately. That's your latest thing. Well, I have been, I had a physics degree, and magnets to me are absolutely fascinating what you can do with them. So I go hang out at MRIs all the time just for fun. Anyways, you don't need to use the double one, by the way. What I did, and you'll see in the video, I use a single suction cup, which works just great. I used magnets on this as well. This one had a magnetic base. The camera goes on here. Regardless, there's many different ways to mount them. But the key is that to have this fear of commitment means that I don't want to mount anything to my RV. I want everything to be semi-permanent, but temporary. So what you do is, the strategy is you move the camera where you need it. So you don't need a spotter. This is like we can call it the electronic spotter. And, the cameras you put where you need them most, and that's how they work the best. So let's take a look at this, and hopefully this video will help me sleep at night, because I go to sleep at night worried about Jared, because I can see the pain in his face every time he talks about RV backup cameras. And hopefully this will put this to rest for him, and he'll do something really cool with this concept. And just 30%, is that fair? Anyways, all right, so let's get started. I'll show you how this works.
So I decided I wanted to replace the spotter using radios, and always use radios. Don't use cell phones. Why? There's if you noticed, if you don't believe me, get someone stand right next to you to call you on their cell phone and listen to the conversation. You're going to start laughing when you see the fact that they talk and you don't hear them for like a second or a second and a half, whatever. The signal goes up to the sky, comes back down, and or to the cell tower, and they're saving money by compressing. So what ends up happening is that you don't hear them right away. But with the radio, it's instantaneous. But I decided, well, I don't want to see if I can get away without a spotter by using cameras that are mounted temporarily. So I move them where the spotter would be. So instead of telling the spotter, how close is the rail at the top? How close is that drain from hitting the pole? I put the camera looking right up at it, and I went right by the pole with it. So it's a very clever way, using a wireless system, to get the absolute perfect orientation on your cameras to put yourself in the right position. Because the stupid cameras that are permanently mounted, they don't give you the right. I mean, the information they give you is very limited because you can't move them and you can't zoom them in and out, etc. So instead of zooming in and out, what am I doing? I'm moving the camera closer to what I'm trying to avoid, and I can put it on left, right sides. When I see in a situation like this where I only have to try to get next to the poles on one side, that's my goal. I don't care about the other side. And the other key is make your mirrors flat. When I have them oriented so they're upward, I can't see anything. This I can see perfectly. The lines are perfect. I can see behind me okay, but the cameras make a big difference, and I can see both at the same time if I really want to. But I've been moving these cameras around because they're so easy to move on suction cups. It's great. So, and I'll explain how to build this later. NASA guy Dave Markarian out. Oh, yes, sponsored by me again. As always, I buy my own stuff. I don't want to be told what to do. I've seen some lately where I actually bought the product. I'm not going to mention the products. I bought the products. These guys are getting paid clearly to say this stuff because some of these things do not even come close to what the YouTubers are saying. And that's really getting disgusting to me. So when I see these completely dishonest reviews, or my favorite one, I saw the review of one of these air conditioners devices, a portable air conditioner. It was 62 degrees outside, and he couldn't get the temperature below 65 inside or something like that. Don't you think you want to try an air conditioner where it's hot? My God. Sorry for the wind, but you can see that this is working great. I did this, normally I have a spotter. I don't need one. The key elements: move the video cameras where you need them. This is pointed up at that because I don't want to hit this pole. It worked out perfectly. Number two, these things on suction cups make it so it's so easy to move the camera in location. The number three, it's critical to make your mirrors flat. You don't want to use them in the upright position like most trucks, and because you can't see. Like I can see that line on the other side perfectly this way. So I don't need a camera on this side at all. That's the key. So, but if I needed it, I'd put it there. So that's the coolest thing about having a modular system, because NASA guy likes modularity. I get to do what I want. I'm not limited by some stupid camera sitting right here which tells me nothing. Oh my God, I had one. What a joke. And the rear camera, I actually have one so I could use it if I want to, but I didn't need it because the sides are what I'm worried about, not the back. I'm lucky I have a spot here that stops me, so got to move forward a little bit. I think I got the tire a little bit too hard in there. NASA guy's not perfect. Oh well.
Hey there, Jared. I think I like this better. No, yeah, this is better. Anyways, Jared, I really hope you sleep better tonight and start playing with these and have fun with them. And I really do think you're great, man. And hopefully this will help you with your moving your RV around, placing the cameras where you need them, and getting the paradigm shift. That's what key is a paradigm shift. You know, you don't have to mount things. You can actually make them temporary with things like suction cups and magnets. You can put magnets actually through. I think I've used magnets through the glass underneath to hold things like this up. And so my wish for you is that you sleep well tonight and that you turn this into something really cool and just kick me back the 30% that we agreed on. We didn't agree on anything. I'm just joking. Anyways, NASA guy, David Markarian, out. Good night.